Starmer is facing the toughest test of his leadership since returning to power. His decision to appoint Peter Mandelson as the UK's ambassador to the US has sparked controversy following revelations linked to Jeffrey Epstein. Senior resignations and internal party dissent have put Starmer under unprecedented pressure, but he refuses to step aside. The current turmoil traces back to documents tied to Jeffrey Epstein, the disgraced financier whose criminal history continues to shake political systems worldwide. While Starmer was never implicated personally, questions arose about his judgment in appointing Mandelson in 2024. Mandelson, a senior Labour figure, was dismissed after emails revealed he maintained ties with Epstein even after Epstein's 2008 conviction. New files released on January 30 further detailed Mandelson's interactions, turning the issue into a major test of Starmer's leadership. Starmer publicly apologized to Epstein's victims and admitted that he was misled by Mandelson, calling it a mistake to trust him. He also pledged to release documents related to the appointment, but publication is slow due to national security checks and police investigations. Mandelson is now under investigation for potentially passing sensitive government information to Epstein over a decade ago. No sexual misconduct allegations have been made and he has not been arrested yet. But amidst this, Starmer's chief of staff Morgan McSweeney resigned after accepting responsibility for advising the PM on Mandelson's appointment. McSweeney had been a key strategist behind Labour's 2024 election win. His departure was followed by communications chief Tim Allen, leaving Starmer without two top aides in days. And further, dissent continues to grow in Labour Party. Pressure intensified when Scottish Labour leader Anas Sarwar called for Starmer's resignation, citing too many mistakes. Starmer responded firmly, refusing to quit and urging MPs to focus on fighting the rise of the hard-right Reform UK party. But why does Labour want stability? Well, under the UK parliamentary system, a leadership change doesn't trigger a general election. Labour wants to avoid instability, remembering recent Conservative turmoil between 2019 and 2024, when three PMs came and went in quick succession. So what's ahead for Starmer? Although Starmer has survived the immediate storm, challenges remain. Upcoming by-elections, the spring financial statement and local elections in May will test his leadership. Policy pressures such as funding for special educational needs and disabilities also weigh heavily. For now, Starmer remains in office by accepting responsibility, removing senior aides, apologizing publicly and securing cabinet support. He has bought himself time, but the crisis is far from over.